mountain resort for the 21st century. Le Midi Hotel, Chito, Nantou, Taiwan. The most distinctive feature of Taiwan's Nantou is its mountainous surroundings. Chinese painters have always been fond of mountains, not just for their physical beauty, but for their connection they bring to mind with a robust natural approach to life. Deep feeling for celebrated features of the Chinese landscape is found in the poetry of such masters as Li Bai and Su Dongpo, through whose words we can feel the carefree majesty of the mountains. Year-round mountain mist is nature's gift to Nantou. If London fog is like pea soup, then we can think of Nantou mist as the bread of life, for it is the mist that bestows the mountains here with verdant splendor and tenacious vitality. Nantou has long been a cradle of cultural activity, as can be seen today from its numerous historic sites and its thriving cultural scene. Perhaps most important is the understated yet infectious hospitality of its people, who, like the pleasant weather, never fail to make visitors feel refreshed and welcome. Although tucked away in Taiwan's central mountain range, Chito is more accessible all the time. The route to Chito is filled with interesting places to stop and visit, as well as offering eyeful after eyeful of panoramic views. Chances are you'll pass through Lugu, Taiwan's top tea-growing region, on the way. There, you may wish to sample the fine tea served by the farmer who grew it himself at a roadside tea house, or just marvel at the ingenuity of the people who make their living harvesting the steep hillsides. Finally, after climbing high into the misty mountains, beyond tea country and into the cool bamboo forest that hosts the Chito Forest Recreation Area, you arrive at an oasis of superior taste and classic comfort. Le Midi Hotel. Xishu, the symbol of classic Chinese beauty, was once spotted washing clothes by a creek. So taken with her was Fan Li that he composed a sonnet which survives today to tell of her immortal beauty. Perhaps you will be similarly impressed the moment you set your eyes on Le Midi Hotel, a work of art set within Chito's emerald bamboo forest. More than a place to stay, Le Midi Hotel is the perfect setting in which to contemplate the meaning of beauty. You'll notice the graceful touch of the appointments, feel the care lavished on this mountain retreat, and appreciate the freshness that fills the air inside and out of the hotel. What goes better with good company and interesting conversation in this deep forest setting than a cup of steaming hot gourmet coffee? Our piano bar supplies the ambiance and an assortment of specially selected coffees from throughout the world, and you make it come alive. As you tour the lobby, your attention is sure to be drawn to our boutique. Here, each delicate enamelware figurine is a unique example, specially selected the world over to create just the right aura of distinction. paintings are like silent music. Each nationality group may have its own distinct cultural background, but the search for beauty is universal. Artists enrich the cultural substance of each people, and their work helps define their people's character. The great examples of Chinese arts, poetry, calligraphy, painting, music, and theater speak of an ingenious race. Acceptance and assimilation of various cultures is an engine of constant cultural refinement and growth. From its walls to guest room entranceways, is graced throughout by works of art from nearly 15 different nations. We feel strongly that recreation is incomplete unless imbued with a cultural dimension. We're sure you'll agree that the tasteful atmosphere throughout the hotel proves that life is far richer when it is touched by the romanticism and intellectual challenges of culture and art. Open the door to any guest room and you're sure to be impressed. The care which has gone into selecting the finest appointments, from bathroom fixtures to wall decorations and color coordination, creates a distinctive impression of comfort and quality you feel immediately. For a romantic vacation with that special someone, our honeymoon suite is a tasteful combination of all the right ingredients. We supply the atmosphere, and the rest is up to you. Perhaps the most impressive feature of each guest room is the spectacular view that lies outside the oversized windows. So when you're finished romping through the misty bamboo and pine groves, you can perch by your window and recall the highlights in the comfort of your own room. We would have to spend the entire program introducing the marvels of the presidential suite in order to do it justice. Suffice it to say that Le Midi's palatial presidential suite, complete with sitting room, full kitchen, butler's quarters, restaurant conference room, golf putting green, and master bedroom, is in a class by itself among similar arrangements throughout the Pacific Rim region. In consideration of the needs of disabled guests, special rooms equipped with additional bathroom safety fixtures are conveniently located next to the elevator on each floor. Our extra attention breathes in every detail. Experts relate that we spend a significant portion of our waking hours eating. Yet despite this fact, we rarely give eating its due as an important part of life. All your time is important to us when you're a guest at Le Midi Hotel. There's a saying in Taiwan that everyone is an emperor during mealtime. Each dish presented at the Millet Room Western Restaurant is a work of art in miniature, a package to delight the senses of even the most discriminating epicure. The modern lifestyle has its strong points, but one of its obvious and unforgivable drawbacks is that it strips us of the time and the relaxed mood we need to enjoy our food properly. So busy are we that we often forget that fine food is not just a privilege, but a requisite joy of life. Le Midi cannot control your eating habits elsewhere, but as long as you're in our hands, we're determined to put the art of fine dining back in your life. Chinese food is perhaps China's greatest contribution to the world, but few outside of China have experienced the diversity and ingenuity of Chinese cuisine the way it was meant to be. That's where the Qingyuan restaurant, an authentic gastronomic and aesthetic Chinese experience, comes in. Chinese cuisine, which places particular emphasis on freshness of ingredients, presentation, heat, and local color, is one of the world's most sophisticated art forms.